So today we're talking about airplane travel with kids. And let's just say that when it comes to airplane travel with children, there's no winging it. Don't try and just create things as you get there to entertain them. And I've traveled a lot with my kids on airplanes since they were babies. And now they're, not babies. I have a 7 and 11-year-old. And so I've seen every phase of traveling with little wee ones. So for those around you who don't have kids and don't quite understand why you would even bring a child on a plane when they're screaming and their ears hurt and they're, wiggly, it's either that or we just sort of stay home for 10 years, which is unacceptable. So today I'm going to share some things that have worked great for me with, my kids on an airplane. And then I'd love to hear what you're doing too, because, we all need to share our ideas. So first of all, when you're traveling with kids, be sure to pack them their own little bag of stuff. You need it. I know it's a pain in the butt to carry around the airport another bag, but trust me, when those doors close and they tell you to fasten your seatbelts and here we go, you better be sure you got a little bag of stuff for your kids. So the ones I found that are great are these little LL Bean totes. When they're little, you can get away with this, and when they're bigger, this is great. And my son's name was on it. It was great. It had all this stuff in it. Okay, so some of the stuff that's awesome on the plane. First of all, pack little tiny goodie things, like these little Play-Dohs, little Matchbox cars still in the wrapper. Keep everything in the wrapper. The wrapper takes longer to undo, and anything that you can prolong the anticipation for the toy, it's great. Silly putty. I found these little stickers that have no faces on them, little monsters, and you create the monster, and then you have a blank piece of paper, and then you make little stories. Just keep it flowing. And then also we found when my guys were little ones, they love these felt books, the little books that you stick felt pieces on. If you don't want to carry the whole book around, what's amazing is the little pieces, if you turn your kid around in the seat once you're allowed to get up and move around, the little pieces will stick to the side or to the back of your airplane seat and to the bottom. So they can just use the back of the airplane seat as a little felt board. So, and then of course the handy dandy brain quests, which are really one of my favorite things, and I've talked about them before on some of my other segments, but these take a long time to do. There's 2 in a pack and they're fantastic. You can find this in bookstores, and I assume you know how to find Matchbox cars yourself. Okay, when they get bigger tote, and then what my kids love, besides the DVD player and the DS, but I just got back from a 9.5-hour plane ride with my children, and they could be plugged into that DS for 8 hours straight, but come on. So you need some other stuff. So of course, Mad Libs, invisible ink pads, you can find these at drugstores or bookstores, and the markers don't get on anything else. So another thing that's really great for bigger kids are these really cool doodle books. And what's cool about these is that they are really open-ended. They just give you a little starter of an idea to doodle about, and then your kids can continue the page. Like this one says, "Give me some friends." There's a little dude in there, and they draw all around it. So these are really awesome. Both my kids like them. They're 4.5 years apart. They both like them. So when it comes to traveling with kids, think bag of stuff and a little creativity, a little glass of wine along the way, and all will be well. Happy travels.